And so we got those a few weeks ago, and we tallied those votes, and we picked 10 games from the votes. So the highest vote getters were the ones that we put in, and we also did it by genre. So it wasn't just top 10; it was top 10. Like, you know, when you voted in the poll, you put games in that were kind of you know.
Okay, I think that's the right volume.
So we picked the games from the votes that way too, and then the remaining 10 games we as a staff picked to kind of complement the 10 games that were voted in by the community.
I mean, I think, yeah, I think that about kind of says what the last couple weeks of our time, few weeks, maybe even more than that, was definitely you know, there was a lot of cool games that came in via votes, going through, seeing how those fit together, what kind of goals can go with those games, short, long, fun, and then yeah, trying to see, like, you know, through different old lists, new lists, none lists, voted lists, not voted lists, what else can kind of fit in and kind of just make the list over. You know, it's like when you get, like in the old days sometimes, like albums, it was all about the albums, the album as a whole, it wasn't just the single. You know, listen to the beginning to the end of the album. That's what we're hoping some of these big 20s are like, from beginning to end. It kind of just like flows together. So I don't know. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready to see what's on the list?
Yeah, thank you everyone for being patient. We really wanted to make this good, and so sorry about the delay. We had some staff conflicts of just timing, and we couldn't really get a date. So thanks for coming together on a
Is that a diamond pickaxe next to St. Joe's name?
Best of NES history.
St. Joe. Name doesn't ring a bell though.
Let's kick it off. Game number 1.
All right, the reveal's already starting. Is it going to be anything I recognize? Let's see. Based on the music. Or does the title screen have no music?
The music is playing, by the way.
Super Mario Bros. 1. That's one popular game that has a title screen that has 0 music on it. SMB 1.
The title music, all the title music there is playing.
SMB 1.
Oh, wait. Maybe I have to press start. But not just on controller 1. I have to press start on controller 2.
Never mind.
Does anybody know what it is?
Duck Hunt? Oh wait, I think you can play Duck Hunt 1 player. What am I saying? Mario Bros. Wasn't there like a game where you had to just deal with crabs and turtles and...
It is Nintendo
Never mind.
World Championships 1990.
So I'm half right.
Apollo, you know anything about this game?
I mean, it's an interesting game. So look at that. We have Mario. So this is just Mario, right? We're just gonna be playing Mario. It's not quite that. We said, you know what? This is like the people's choice. We need a good, what game could go into this list? And we just couldn't decide. So we're like, how about we just put 3 games? So yeah, it's Mario, then Rad Racer, then Tetris, all in one sort of like part. The goal we're going to be doing is going to be playing through all 3 games and then getting 25 lines in Tetris. For Mario, it's not just a normal Mario run. You're going to be getting 50 coins. So
only 25 lines in Tetris?
Getting a level in Rad Racer, 25 lines in Tetris. And something that's interesting is like how this game sort of works is that like you have a time limit. And so make sure that like you can get all 3 games done within the time limit.
A time limit?
Like the first game. Have you ever played Mario before?
Well,
I gotta see how this is gonna work.
Play Mario for Lack Attack.
Hey, I did it. Okay. It's actually a strat because you want to get the coins at the beginning, right? So you don't want to. You don't want to get too many coins and then not be able to go back and get more. So I actually don't remember where all the coins are. So I'll just die on purpose and get more coins. I just wanted to show you this kind of...
What if that's the fastest strat, rather than just go through all the levels?
I programmed the ROM to have 99 lives so that you can... you won't get out. So here's what happens when you get 50. you beat it,
Oh.
and
I
you move
saw-
on to the next game.
Within the
I saw
game?
something that Ness Cardinale said in chat and about if you're too slow, will people have to start over?
Complete
sort of the reason
one
why
course in
this is the
one
first
course in
game.
Red
I
Racer.
think it's a good starting.
Okay, not
game
this I've never played, but
for people
SMB
to
one,
play
of
in,
course.
Because basically the rules for this is that either you're going to
We must fight to preserve the fading
Oh, now they have ad breaks too.
and stand against the rise
League of Legends? Is that what this is?
Azeroth.
Oh, never mind. Azeroth, so that's World of Warcraft.
start. That way, if like there's something disastrous that happens, you still like completed the goal itself because it's just beating.
No, World of
the
Warcraft is
championship
not going to be in a
and
Big 20.
So that's how like the first game is gonna go. At the very least, like if 100 people are racing and none of them beat the game, guess what? We're all gonna be tied going into game 2. Oh, there's an ad.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was taught it's not important when I talk anyway.
Nintendo World
TLDR,
Championships.
TLDR.
So it's 3 or
you're
4
able to
games
move
in
on to the
one.
next game if you run out of time.
Yeah, so you play until you get 25 lines, and this is all in the goals document. We're very detailed, and hopefully there's no confusion. So you don't have to finish it and then reset. You can, if you run out of time, it's like 2 minutes difference between the world record and actually running out of time.
Yeah, game theory.
yeah.
Everyone could just not play it. All it takes is one person, though. Prisoner's Dilemma. Are you all going to decide to not play it, or is someone going to try and beat it 2 minutes faster?
Yeah.
Is this
You
one
could do
technically a
that. So,
freebie? Is that what I'm getting at?
Those games are in order. You can't skip Super Mario Brothers, even though there is a code to skip it. You're not allowed to. You got to play all 3. So that's first game. Game number 1. Very exciting. Love and that was fun to kind of release it on the heels of like the Switch version of.
But only 25 lines in
Everyone's
Tetris, though?
been seeing a lot of.
I'd be willing to do more.
NES stuff.
I could do more than that.
Switch version, and it's been cool. So this has
Anything
been
like
fun.
above like 100 to 150, though.
Game.
That's kind of like where I just fizzle out. Mega Man 6?
Oh,
Sounds like a Mega Man
God.
game. I can't. It's
Negative,
not
guys.
2 or 3
Negative.
or 1.
It is Godzilla,
Oh, I was so wrong.
monster of monsters. And what's the goal going to be
Is
here?
this one any good?
So the goal for this game is we're gonna be doing the first level. We're gonna be doing Earth, but we're forcing you to defeat the 2 bosses because there are strats that are just like, oh, I'm just gonna like kill one of my characters and just teleport to Mars. No, you're Godzilla. Fight the guys. So you're starting the game, kill the 2 bosses before you move
We're
on.
Godzilla.
You know,
This shouldn't be any
you gotta-
trouble to
gotta
fight
feel
the
like you're a
bosses.
monster.
If we're literally Godzilla.
But,
At least I hope not.
It's a cool little one. Oh, Radio has an interesting question. I guess we can kind of talk about maybe the first 2 games, whether things were voted, things were picked. I guess, Slack, we can talk about that, right?
Sure.
I'll
Yeah,
go
let's
through
talk
the
about
first. Yeah, so we'll say Nintendo World Championships. That was a
Okay, given how
statutory
big you
pick.
are, how are you supposed to
Godzilla
dodge
is
everything?
your first voted game.
How are you supposed to dodge anything if you're that big?
By the
Thinking
fans.
about it now.
Cool. No, you got to be Godzilla or Mothra. There's interesting categories for this game. We tried a few different things. We thought this one at least let you like be the kaiju and at least with fighting the bosses. Like skipping that would be like
Be the kaiju. Why be the kaiju when I could just give my opponent the kaiju and tribute off their best boss monster?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
So
there
what
was
if
a
your
lot of different ways
Appaloosa
we
has
could've
like
gone
4
with this,
negates?
and
I
think
just
we
tribute it
had,
for a
like, 3
kaiju.
different categories for this at one point. But we settled on this to just kind of give a taste of the game and let you do something fun too, so you can fight these bosses here. So I can actually fight this one. And you can see it's basically a slapping match that's going to happen. Oh, well. I thought I was going to fight the boss.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just gotta walk past it.
Yeah, I don't know. Walk past the mushroom of leveling up. So, anyway, we'll leave that to you.
I guess that wouldn't be the boss then.
Cool music. Definitely 0 lag in this game. So, Good question by Zarnax. Are voted games in order, reverse order, etc.? They are rearranged for flow. To answer your question, we did not do this in any order, specific order of votes or staff picks or anything. We just made the list kind of work the best way.
Okay,
out.
so that would
the
imply
last
like
one was
Punch Out
reverse
isn't going to be
order.
super
This is
early,
not that.
and it's very chokeable.
And both monsters must survive.
Yeah, I still
They
remember
must
that big
make
20.
it to Mars and beat the bosses.
I still remember Big 20 number 17 with Punch Out.
You cannot.
Surprisingly,
the
I
speed was
never
not-
like.
I think
Surprisingly, I never got like Stonewalled by
both,
Punch Out like
monsters
in an
must
actual
survive.
marathon
Yeah,
one.
I think
in an
like,
actual
the
Big
rule
20
of the
list.
Run of this is like Godzilla just goes and dies, and then Mothra just skips to the end, beat the bosses, then go to.
But you have to beat the bosses. Which
Yeah,
is
just a
little
few
different,
misplays in
so
Punch
if
Out,
can
you
figure
get
that
like
out-
knocked out by your opponent, and then you have to just redo like the entire like. You basically have to do 5 fights in a row for. Yeah, it was AWC, and you had to beat Bald Ball. That's 5 fights in a row, and if you lost on any of them, you go back to the first one.
Number 3. This was
Surprisingly, like
Here we go.
in
Number
none of the
3.
Big 20 runs of that I did, I ever game overed. Surprisingly. Well, I guess I just had to do a lot of practice.
Yes. I
I
wonder what it is.
Lolo 3. Oh, Lolo 2!
It is.
Wait,
Lolo.
I was about to guess
Did
Kirby.
Radio say he was gonna miss the first? Oh no, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of worried he wasn't going to be around.
So this
for the
floor
actual
4 is how many
so,
rooms?
he
Oh,
was here.
Lolo again.
And what are we going to be doing in Lolo?
I mean, the game was alright,
So
but
Lolo
I was
is,
never super into it
the
at like
first
any point
4
during the
floors. So
marathon.
it's kind of like
Well, any
it's
point
a little bit
during.
less than half the game, but we're gonna be doing 4 floors.
I
I think it's like
trying to remember if it was Big
I wanna
20
say it's like
number
20
16 or
levels
18
something
that
like
had
that.
this.
And then when
I
you
think it was
see
18.
Floor 5 will be the end of the floor.
Yep.
But it's interesting because so we had Lolo 3 in the last one, and like the goal for that one was specifically
Okay, the last
like,
one was Lolo 3
when
and
we were
floor
looking at the goals,
6.
we were trying to find like, oh, what's like a character we liked or like an enemy we liked. And we noticed playing this one seems as a full game a little bit shorter, and like as we were playing, we're like, wow, like some of these worlds just have every enemy. So I think it'll be a little bit different. It's definitely a little interesting, and you
A little bit of every enemy.
to know what almost.
If it's not Rockies, I have to patiently like wait to move around or just manipulate their movements. If it's not more Rockies, I think I'd be okay with this.
Yeah, that is definitely a roly-poly. Armadillo, maybe, but roly-poly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did not enjoy getting
Lick-a-tongs.
blocked in by Rockies. Not one bit.
I watched Rayo, and I didn't get that from him, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna walk here on the side, and did I do it again? I almost did. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's it. There you go. All right, box me in.
I have to learn how that even works.
But yeah, it's a fun little like. And then with this game, if those of you who have never really
There
played
they
this
are.
before, if you do make a mistake, it's okay. You basically just get to keep starting at the level that you
Well, yeah, there. There's the
playing.
Rockies. There
and
they
if you
are.
like get stuck and can't actually even die, you can like sort of soft lock, but like it's not really a soft lock because you can just press I think
Select, I think it
to start the
was.
stage over. So
Just like an automatic reset
So,
button
and
for
you
that
have unlimited
level.
lives. If you run out of lives, you get you just go to the continue screen, and there's a little delay there. So it's just a time punishment. You don't get sent back any levels or anything.
Yes, and to answer your question, so this is now the second voted game in the list.
People voted for this
Yeah, we would not put this in voluntarily.
voluntarily.
You said it, not me.
I said it. Yeah, I said it. Just kidding. Lolo's fun. Lolo's fun.
Yeah, Rayo, TNJ and SNJ and RNJ all voted for Lolo.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, 3 games.
Lolo, just early. This is all early stuff. So it's early games we made I'd say the goals are probably easier than the second half, so it's going to ramp up. Let's see what the next one is. Apollo's not allowed.
Indiana Jones and which Indiana Jones game was it? Unless it's none of them.
Not just A Boy and His Blob, but David Crane's A Boy and His Blob, Trouble on Blobolonia.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. No one said David. There we go. Bokanon got it.
Yes, thank you, Bokanon.
Yes, for the real name of the game. But
And this is going to be glitchless. You have to beat the game glitchless. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. That'd be awful. Wouldn't that be something though? You know, we never
That would be
actually
fun.
even
I would
talked. We
enjoy
never
that.
actually even talked about that.
You're right.
Oh,
We did not even
we
talk about it.
should
We were
have.
just
I
like,
can't believe we missed
looks
that
fun, though.
opportunity.
that is really funny.
Why does
To,
part of the
get
music sound like
extras.
Indiana
Dang it,
Jones, though?
We really screwed up here. Oh, that'd be funny. So yeah, as you can see, this,
How long is the
this
game
is gonna
anyways, if it's going to be full
any
game?
percent, which means you can do all kinds of stuff, and somehow
Unless you
end up
skip
at the
over half of
credits.
it. And it's easy to do
And
that.
Apollo's going to do a tutorial, I think, on how to do this. So
Yeah, we can do it. It's a
Oh,
fun
crap.
game. Oh, we're going back. We're going back.
the first ever ride to the right on the rocket. This is amazing. That would be a reset. I wonder
No,
where
it's
you
fine.
end
Like,
up.
what if you land? You're just gonna land,
I'm back.
Oh, this
Okay.
is where you are. Okay. You
Is that
go
where you
back to the
started,
left
or-
and,
Yeah, okay, and we're back. I was gonna try to go through the floor, but I don't know. We'll see. I think
Health
this
foods.
is.
Did you see that? Health foods.
I did. I think the world record's already finished. But yeah, this is a very short run. If you're like, hey, I'm gonna play through the Big 20 blind, do not play this game without looking at how to figure it out, how to do it, because you will spend hours. If you'd like to, go for it. But this is one.
Yes, you can finish
I
it in,
remember
wait,
when this
2
was
minutes?
Okay, B. When this was in the Big 20, I was playing this and someone was like, have you looked at the solution? I said, I have not. So, let's see. I think it's over here, right? Yeah.
Okay, at least I'm not the only one who guessed
Thank you.
something Indiana Jones.
I believe.
I'm glad I'm not alone
helping.
there. Thanks,
I'm
Christine.
watching.
You
I'm
shouldn't
watching.
help. You did help me get my PB here. So.
I was terrified it was Temple of Doom at first.
I might not even be close.
Is that
to
the bad Indiana Jones NES game?
Oh, I was. Okay. Hey, look. Additional design by Gary Kitchen.
This is another Gary Kitchen.
Another
Wow.
Gary Kitchen game. So I won't spoil the rest of the game, but that's that's kind of what we're dealing with here. Yeah. Boy and His Blob. Was this a voted game or not?
This was not a voted game, and I also promise. I know Game 4 on the last list was Pizza Pop, and I promise it was not me who suggested this game. I mean, Pizza Pop. I know this is now
That was
number
definitely
4.
that
in this
was
Big
good to
20.
play.
And it was not necessarily me that suggested this game, but this was a staff chosen pick, and we all liked it. So
Yeah, this is now known as the Apollo slot. So any fourth game is now the Apollo slot. So no, this was brought up independently, and he said, "I will not refuse this game being in the list," or something like that. So, it's good times. All right, game number 5.
Okay, SMB 1 now, or... Wait, they're not gonna put SMB 1 in twice on
there it
Lost
is.
Levels?
Tecolatte got it.
yeah, I was gonna say, wait, we already have Mario?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking
wait,
about it now.
there's
They're not gonna put in
more.
Mario 1 twice.
It is
The game that
Lost
sounds
Levels.
exactly like it. Sounds.
So not the original. This is Lost Levels,
Mario
which has
2.
only been in one
The actual Mario 2. Not the
Yeah,
Western
It was
version we
actually
got that was
in,
basically
yeah,
another
Big 20
Nintendo
number
game
6.
entirely.
This was actually the
Not even the Mario game to begin with.
final game in Big 20 number 6, but we do have a different goal for this one.
World
It is a little
4
earlier on in the
warpless.
list.
Huh?
Actually, a couple extra.
16 levels, right?
Andy, you did participate in 6. Actually, a couple extra levels in this than the any percent
That's
run, but
16
they're early
levels,
on in
right?
the game. It is warpless. You know, it'll be fun. Like some of these levels, I haven't really like played much and stuff, so you know, you get to see a little more of 2J than maybe you normally would.
Yeah, the any percent run skips warps from 1-2 to World 4. So new levels in this would be the rest of World 1, World 2, and World 3. So you're getting a lot of new content here.
Oh boy.
Super secret tech of running on the ceiling. But yeah, I think a lot of people haven't played warpless in this game. I think a lot of people just took the warp and were like, I'll take World 4.
I have.
So
Over
yeah,
a decade
Lost
ago,
Levels,
though.
World 4 warpless.
And the SNES version.
Continues at every
I mean, they're more or less probably almost the same game anyways. They probably handle
you
almost
get,
identical
like, a
anyways.
checkpoint in 2-1 or 3-1 or 4-1, and if you game over, the game presents you with an option to continue. You can select continue and start from the -1. So there's
Okay, I do remember the NES original having fewer checkpoints than the All-Stars remake.
So.
Checkpoints in the All-Stars remake are like every level.
The first one, I think it's a much more interesting.
That is not going to work out now, is it? I didn't think so.
Yep, no warps allowed. So, lost levels. And this was not a voted-in game. This was a staff-chosen game. So we got 3 staff games and 2 voted games so far. All right, ready for number 6? Anything else about Lost Levels? This was another one that we kind of went back and forth on a lot. Even today, we were like, should we switch this goal? And we talked about it for like 30 minutes, and then we ended up not switching it.
Yeah, no, nothing more. There's a lot of tricks, a lot of ways. I think like even in 1-1, you can just get like infinite lives too if you so want to. So it's a lot of things you can find, a lot of secret blocks and power-ups. So
yeah. All right. 1/4 of the way through. Next game.
It feels like I've barely even been here.
Here we go.
I have
Getting
no
the
idea.
feeling like I've heard this before.
nice joke, dude.
It is
Whatever this is, I hope it's good.
Deja Vu. Initsu. Well done. Yeah, this is just a ploy to get S-Card to play.
Who made the game?
We're just going
Who
down
developed
the
it? Who
speedrun.com
published
page,
it?
which is like 6 miles long. But yeah, Deja Vu, and we are going to play to restore the main character's memory.
Deja
This
vu.
was kind of a staff-defined goal. And so this, if you've ever played Shadowgate, this is a similar game.
It looks like
Shadowgate.
I maybe seen like
So,
a few clips of Shadowgate being
a
played.
lot of menu options you can do. This is another game playing blind, might be kind of tough.
Might be.
But hey, knock yourself out. Should be. If you like games like this where you have to figure everything out, then go for it. I, on the other hand, have practiced for weeks and know all the secrets. But I played through this category and it was like 15 minutes or something, and I think that's how long the record is for the whole game. So
Whole game.
it's pretty cool.
Okay, so the
enjoyed
goal is
this.
going to maybe take me
Menuing,
15
purest
minutes if
form
I know
of
what's
speed.
going on.
So, a lot of menuing here.
Yeah, no, it's a fun game.
So far, it looks like
And,
the
like,
whole game is
going into
basically
this, I
menuing.
I did do Smart Alec. I don't know if you saw at any point, but I was in your document.
Yeah, we had Smart Alex document.
Take the
route.
gun one.
And I was like, he's gonna open
There's
it
a gun
for some
too?
random reason and see people in it and be like, huh, what's going on here?
Interesting, yeah.
And then I also learned because there's like a glitch too with the bullets. We went through a couple possibilities, and yes, this was a fan voted game. So we have so far 3 and 3.
That's right.
Yeah, there are so like going into this, if you just watch a run, you're probably not going to be as fast as possible. We tried to, you know, take a look and have an action where you're still going to have to do stuff. You're not just going to be able to be like, oh, open the door. Hey, there's your memory. But yeah, there's probably parts of the run from beginning to end that you can probably skip some parts of it, but that's up to you guys to figure out. So
Yeah, this is a really cool game. I love the music, just nice and chill. But yeah, menuing is going to be really important, and just being able to memorize the route is going to help you get that lower time. And there is a lot of tech here. Like, you can go off the top of the screen. I don't know if you knew that, Apollo. But you can like go up, and I think you can go left. Or,
yeah, no, but
so you can
after
run.
Wait, huh?
So it's pretty
I
cool.
played it a couple of times, and I was
Okay,
like,
that's
what
just
the heck
silly.
is going on? I was like circling around the map to like, am I going to the move? Am I going to the note? Am I going to the screen? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, make sure I'm transitioning to the right one. Aha, I named all of them the numbers. Spoilers. Can you believe we're playing games 1 through 20? Very cool. All right, yeah, Deja Vu. Not many platformers in here, are there? So far.
Does that
Just,
mean
just
a
the Mario
platformer? Does that mean platformer might be next?
Godzilla doesn't
Ah,
really count, right?
maybe.
There's not really any
We have
platforming.
had 2 Mario games, so kind of. Mario stars in 2 of them. So, let's go to number 7.
I mean, Atlas, you were kind of right, but Life Reboot got the wait.
Wait, the
same
tournament
thing,
golf
Dylan, what's
game
the
is
full
back?
name? What's the full name?
You need the full name here.
No
I'm
one's
sorry,
done
the card
full
says Moose. Why wasn't this game 4? That's a great question. I wanted to make a game 18 because of the goal.
I never even learned how to play this one.
Oh,
There's
we're gonna do
something
a thing.
special with this. We're gonna do something
Current
special.
poll.
with
I
this
never
game.
even learned how to play this,
Um,
like, for the Big
forgot.
20 number 14 when it showed up in that
Okay.
list.
So with this game, we're gonna have the chat vote on which course to play. And so we're gonna give you
Which
a
course?
minute
Which
here
courses are even in the
to
game?
vote. The US course was the first one in, so we're not going to do that one. We'll give you 2 minutes, so you get to vote. Everybody gets to vote. Oh, somebody already did the poll. Cool. I will not do the poll.
Oh yeah, but how long is that poll going? How long?
It's going. Get in there and vote. It looks like you got about 25 seconds left.
A lot of votes coming in though.
I think Giants is
The
back there pulling some
course
strings.
course? I don't know.
Well,
I
you only need
vote
to
the
click
course.
one thing. I don't think it's a big decision. I guess I could vote here. I'm
Yeah,
voting for
should
the
I vote?
underdog because that's what I
I'll-
believe in.
I'll vote for the underdog. No, you know what? We talked about this. I like dynasties.
That's
Okay, the poll's already over.
all right. The winner is the
Japanese
Japan
course.
A true people's choice right here.
Okay. Well, we've unofficially put in a. I'm just gonna pretend this is a Famicom game because it's the J course. So
I actually have the Famicom version of this.
Oh,
Like,
that's
So
kinda
this
cool.
works how exactly?
actually, I might too.
yeah, it's called Mario Golf. I think this is the best golf game. This is so much fun. It is a third Mario game, and almost got the super shot on the first
Wow.
one. So
That was the first shot, and you
somebody
already.
named Brisolf. I don't know how to say the name, but he's got all 3 world records on each course, and then all 3 together, and it's about 8 minutes and 20 seconds or so. So like, this is a submittable category on speedrun.com. So hey, maybe we'll see someone challenge that. But yeah, NES Open, a lot of customization you can do. You can actually select the clubs. You can turn your
Yeah,
starter
just
speed
knowing
on,
how-
like if you want to always start
Knowing what
fast
happened
or
after Big
whatever.
20 number 18, I can only
That's up to you.
imagine.
So,
We're probably gonna
we're
see
letting
some
you
new
do that
records,
as part
and
of your
we're gonna definitely see
your
some
playthrough.
new,
You can set
like,
that up
post the Big
40,
20, like, world
because it is,
records.
battery
I would
pack
know.
system, So. Let him in the hole. Oh yeah.
Get in the hole. This is a fun golf game though, for sure.
Yeah, it's at least got music, which a lot of golf games don't. At least Black Box Golf has no music, so.
I mean, does golf in real life have
Clearly
music?
the Mario I'm best at is Mario Golf.
Unless you bring your own, typically no.
And
No
thank you
Goombas to run into.
for fixing that. I can actually change this to JP's.
Oh, Ninja Golf though, that's a game.
There we go. Okay, live updated. So yeah, all 18 holes there. Still no platformer other than Mario. We just have Mario game. How many Mario games are there on the NES? Probably like with Mario.
I'm gonna guess at
games,
least
a lot
20.
of them. Yeah, there's a bunch.
Could be wrong now.
All right, game number 8. NES Open was a staff pick, but
So now
actually
it
did get a lot of votes. So it was a popular.
That helped. That helped a little bit. You're like, you know what? Everyone has good taste. We all have good taste.
So I'm thinking here's my chance of redemption
Staff
with the
pick,
golf game because I never learned how to play it for Big 20 number 14.
Game number 8. This is exciting.
And now 5 events later, once again, it's staring me down.
Yeah, this is for @C right here.
There,
He's
nailed
been
it.
talking about
Nailed
this
it.
game forever, but yes, Adventure Island 2 is finally in after
It was never in before.
decades of being out. So this one.
Oh
is,
no, the Higgins is back. The
this
kid
is
I
a
want to
pretty fun
punch
game.
so
It's
bad.
not like there's different routes through this game. So if you ever play casually and you're like, I seem to be going in a circle, that's on purpose. Like apparently the eggs you get at the end of the level determine the next level you go to. So if you didn't know that, you might not
I
be able
mean,
to,
the music was actually alright. I did like the
Like
music
the-
from the
the
third game.
equipment, so-
Just,
the goal for this
that
is
was
gonna
not
be
easy to learn,
beat
especially
the
having
world
only a
golf.
day and a half to do it.
It's a pretty fun game. Yeah, there are a couple warps, and then as you said.
Okay, so the dinosaurs are back.
You can kind of choose. You can play through, see what levels you like, see what levels you don't. You can maybe like skip a level or two from picking the eggs. But yeah, probably gonna want to take the warps, and then you're gonna get the dinos as you go. The one thing that's a
Choosing
little
eggs,
spooky
so-
is
that where you
start
pick
a
which
world
level you
over
get, or?
if you game over, but you might be losing all the dinos that you picked up along the way. So something that could be interesting is like, maybe you can like not bring the dinosaur with you for the next couple levels. Maybe you want to hold it just in case.
Okay, that music
you
I
want an extra
remembered
stack
from
later on in the
some of
game.
the levels
So-
in 3.
But I feel like, at least me personally, like you do pretty well, but it's like when you're just trying to go too fast, that's when the mistake.
Yeah,
happens.
this song
Very
rings a
fun,
bell,
just like
alright.
Domino.
I'm guessing the rocks still kill you
maybe
instantly
this
if
is
you
a
touch
scenario
them.
Where you just don't want to hold right. But you know what? We're speedrunners. We're not gonna do that. Just hold right. Go fast. Don't lose the dino.
Yep, just pick the right egg. So there you go. So you only have to play 2 levels in the first island. You go to the second one.
Neat.
But yeah, there's routes and speedruns.
Would you like to skip
You
this
cannot
goal?
use a stage select code.
Yes.
To skip ahead. No, you got to start at World 1 and go from there.
I'll still, like, definitely...
Yeah, Adventure Island.
I'll still
2,
definitely
I
give this a
played
try.
game a ton as a kid. I don't think I ever beat it, so I'm looking forward to playing it again and maybe beating it. Maybe getting to the end of the game. So
It's a good one. It's a fun one.
yeah. All right.
And I don't think we mentioned it, but this was a voted game.
This was a voted game. That's correct. Might have been put in. Anyway.
I don't know, speaking of shooters, imagine if
It's 'cause
Burai
it had-
Fighter
it's one
got
of those
in.
top games has just not been in. So. All
At
right.
least if in that case, I'd have an advantage over probably some of the other competitors because I've played that one. Only beat it like twice ever, but because who doesn't want 20 minutes of mashing?
Hey, smart Alec.
And a lot of that on that one final boss that takes like 1,000,000 hits to kill.
There's Aaron getting excited.
What the hell is this game?
Some Rainbow Islands action. And we're going to be doing.
Oh, I never played this
Beat
one.
World 2. Beat Choppy, the chopper, the helicopter. You know, little get to the chopper action. So.
This is Apollo's favorite game, so that's why it's in.
Yeah. Favorite game. That's why we picked it. You know, definitely not voted by.
It doesn't even look
viewers and
that good.
fans.
Doesn't
Yeah,
look terrible either.
This was a voted game.
I mean, if it's not Wally Bear and the No Gang,
It's like a Bubble Bobble, but there's
I
rainbows.
guess I'll be
instead,
fine with
so
it.
That's
At least it's
that's
not
basically
Wally
the
Bear.
game. We're only doing 2 worlds here, so like I don't know what the end of the game looks like, but maybe it's a little harder. It's interesting platforming using the rainbows to kind of go up, and you can. When I was testing this, I'm just like, yep, I'm just gonna do this, and then you can get these shoes, and you can move a little faster. And
I was
See,
That looks
I was
quite a
not
bit
a huge
faster,
fan of
absolutely.
double rainbow when I was playing it, but I bet it's good. But I like the single rainbow. Yeah, there's definitely a difficulty curve in this for sure.
and these are the characters that were in Bubble Bobble, right? Like these are the 2 guys that were turned into the dinosaurs.
Was it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Today I learned.
Yeah, at the end of Bubble Bobble. Oh, I got like a star thing. That was kind of cool.
Can you like use it again?
I
Look
don't
at us
know.
learning the games. I
Yeah,
promise
we-
we played these.
We have no idea. You can tell we played this game for hours. It's Bubble Bobble too. There you go. Okay. And yeah, that was voted, right? You mentioned that.
Yes. And if we didn't, it was
There it
voted.
is. Okay. First half of the list getting rounded out here. Let's see what game number 10 is.
Just as long as Wally Bear isn't anywhere on this list, I'll probably be fine with it, most likely.
Right, dude.
Definitely not Wally Bear.
It is Nightmare on Elm Street.
LJN.
And now
The rainbow of shit.
time for
LJN.
Legal.
I see that I see that LJN rainbow.
Beat the game. Yeah, 1 player, 4 controller. Actually, you have to play 4-player Nightmare on Elm Street. Find some friends, play 4 players, and beat the game. But let's talk about. Wow, that was really good RNG you just got. That was
Wow,
impressive.
amazing.
I think one thing that people really liked was in the last Big 20, we were able to do the Friday the 13th race run that turned into something that was realistic for a race. We are introducing to you a Looking for Giants special, the first ever Nightmare on Elm Street race run. We will be looking to see if we can get a board for this. But basically what this does is there is a manip to get the RNG in the proper places from the beginning. It will set the pattern. One thing, too, that we did notice is, like, this is a pretty tough game. We did add a couple extra continues, so because if you die in this, game over. You start from the beginning. We didn't really want that, especially, like, halfway through the list. And we envision this, hopefully, maybe in the future, being used for, you know, random marathon runs or, like, doing a race, like doing races and stuff. I'd rather see the game get finished. So, yeah, Cantaloupe, we might be talking later. Just saying. You know, we can duke it out. But this is a Friday 13th.
In all
This is a
seriousness, what
Nightmare
is the
on Elm
worst
Street
LJN
race
game
run.
on the
We are
NES?
beating the game still. Like, you still gotta learn the game, learn the strats. You know, you could easily bleed time in this game if you let it go to nighttime and just like missing jumps, all that kind of stuff. But I love this game.
Well, I don't know if
I'm
like Back to the
glad
Future 2 and 3 was that bad, but I do remember it taking a hell of a long time
You know, I don't think
for
I don't think
anybody
Black
in the
Spike is
best
too
of
much,
NES
so
community
fun
just
to
to
see
like just
you
to
try
put a
it
run
out.
of it together.
Oh yeah, I did play this hand. Oh wait, don't you have a weapon? Oh yeah, okay. I was like, I think you're supposed to get a weapon here.
Uncanny X-Men, I've Okay, I've seen the game get played, and
It is trying. That is a good point.
That might be the
Horror
worst
just has
one.
the bad It's just part of the horror. You're scared of bad RNG starts. That's all. But no, this is I think this is actually a good, this is a good LJN game.
True, Uncanny might be the
enjoy
worst
this.
one.
It's fun to play with. This is one of the few 4-player games too. You don't see that much on the NES. It's a good one. Play it, learn it. We want more co-op runs. Want more solo runs. Want more 4-player runs.
All right, so that was the first half of the list. So 10 games. What are the thoughts so far?
Also, this
Did the
was voted
staff do
in,
better, or did the community do better?
Ooh,
That's
is it
what we
fun?
really
Did it-
want to hear.
Is it 5 and 5 or what? Is it?
Well,
is
I
it
guess
five?
there's
Nightmare on
also-
Elm Street,
Okay.
Six.
I think
It's
it's
I'm
six
thinking
and
about better
four.
games,
6
but
voted for.
it's mainly just the music I remember Pictionary for.
So pretty good. 9 out of 10. You're
I'll
welcome.
take
for
9 out of
Freddy's.
10.
You're welcome. For Freddy's.
It's mainly the music I
Not
like
too
even
bad.
more
Okay,
so
maybe
than
we
the
should
game
just stop
itself.
here and just do the list twice,
Yeah.
since it's not so bad.
If we're getting 9s out of 10s, yeah, let's just double down.
Yeah, let's
just do it in
let's
reverse.
Okay, we're gonna take our break, right? So there will be the new normal of taking a break after game number 10. Here is that we're gonna do 3 minutes, like we did last time. I think that's enough time to, or we thought that was enough time to do whatever you needed to do and get back to the action. And also maybe be doing something for the next game. You know what, Rayo? I can tell you, or Linkarius, I can tell you, there is not a password in the next game. I will tell you that. No password. We changed it up. You still get the 3-minute break. All right, next game. You ready to go to the second half of the list?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Us do it.
Oh, now we're talking. Final Fantasy.
Oh, the answers came in fast on that one.
The
No
answers
way it's
came
full
in
game though.
pretty quickly.
That would take me,
Yep,
well over,
Final.
Okay,
Fantasy.
8 hours, and at that point we're being generous. Well over 8 hours.
So Final Fantasy has been in Big 20 one time before, and it was vanilla, and it was
Beat the pirates or something?
Was it the pirate to get the ship back?
Yeah, it was like the pirate ship. I feel like that's a classic
Just the pirates.
multi-game race goal. I've seen it in a lot of different races.
That's... Oh.
So the difference in this is using the randomizer. So we use the randomizer to add some quality of life stuff.
Are we gonna start with...
Mostly running fast, more
Starting with
experience,
items?
more gold, etc. So it's
I don't know,
the
maybe
reason
getting
being is
experience
because this
faster?
game-
It could be anything in the
We've already
randomizer.
done a goal kind of early in anything
Coming
else
from
we-
somebody who's never played a Final Fantasy round
we just
before.
felt like it wouldn't be a good fit, so we decided to go with this. Now, with this, you also get to pick your own party. You can pick any party you like, and you also start with the leveled up
You get to start up with the true forms.
versions of all of the characters.
I think that's gonna make things easier. How much easier?
What else should we be? The master.
They're the
Isn't he
master.
really good barehanded, the
And this is, I
master?
believe it's called Improved Vanilla.
I remembered reading somewhere about
So
the
yeah, you
master
get to
being
walk
really
around,
powerful barehanded.
You get to walk around quickly, and you do have to follow the same. I mean, at least in my testing, you have to.
Oh, I do
follow
like the
same,
enhanced walking speed though.
Pattern to get to the game as you would in vanilla.
Also, do you start with more money than in the base game? I think you do.
We also gave you unlimited, or I think unlimited gold here. I don't think it actually takes it away.
Unlimited money. Oh, that's way more
I
than
don't
what you
remember
start with in
who
the base
carries
game.
this. Oh, I guess the fighter. Okay, yeah. Oh, it does take your gold away. Okay.
Just
So yeah, you get.
if it
10,000.
takes away that little gold, it might as well be infinite, right?
There you go. And You can,
I was thinking, oh, okay, the Elf Prince. That's a
it's
decent
still
ways
the
into the
game,
game.
so
That might be
you just
about
gotta
like
do things
20 to
in order.
30% of the game right there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
did
there's
enjoy.
a ton of FFR
Yeah.
people who are like, I know everything about this game, and we're happy to take feedback and suggestions on if we need to improve this. But,
Okay, so who's the thief
this is what we're
again?
going with, so. I
The
don't even
black
remember.
belt-
I don't
the
think I
master
put
was like the
anything.
black belt.
Also, I didn't put in any armor. I probably should have put
Also,
on
why is
armor.
everybody doing only 1 damage?
You're just gonna get beat up, dude.
I sure am. I forgot that while I was reading the chat to put anything on, so... Yep. But basically, you come in here and you die. Yeah, this is
Okay,
going real
clobbered
well.
here.
So, anyway. Fight Garland, move
First
on.
boss.
Final Fantasy. Improved vanilla. So still vanilla, but some things to make it so we could go further in the game.
Yeah, I did enjoy like testing this and playing this. Like, it was nice to be able to go like the pirate goals in every race. Like, we went farther, and so that was cool.
If you want to use the regular cartridge, go for it. I would not recommend it. But this does not change anything about what's required to get the goal. So, in that way, like Dragon Warrior Randomizer we had a while ago, you couldn't use a regular Dragon Warrior game. This one, you want to do it, go for it. So, Final Fantasy.
So I'm guessing this is our randomizer for the Big 20 list. This is our rando.
And this was a staff-selected game that had a lot of votes.
Yeah, I literally almost said this was a voted game, but that is completely wrong. This was a staff-picked game, but it did have a lot of votes.
So I'm guessing Zelda 2 rando is like off the table at this point. Guess
And yeah,
there's
the
no reason to
asterisks
have
you
that
see
on the
them
table
Nightmare on
then.
Elm Street and Final Fantasy. It just
If
means
there's already a
that
randomizer.
it's not just strictly vanilla. Nightmare on Elm Street is the race ROM. Final Fantasy is the improved vanilla.
Yeah, so the games, you may have noticed. Oh, well, somebody asked about the asterisk. Yeah, modified ROM. It means the game is changed in some way.
Yeah, so Aaron, like you said, that's part of like, it's not a password start, but like you can fool around with your party, and during the break. So
Yeah, and
Him-
that's to give you
him-
enough time to name your party and do all
all
that stuff,
smug.
so-
Name all 4 of them smug. That's what you have time for.
Yeah. Okay. Game number 12.
Well, Final Fantasy
Don't
is in,
think
so
anyone's gonna get this one.
that I'm gonna probably enjoy. I still actually have the game on my shelf in my room. One of my shelves. I still have the game in my room somewhere. You can literally see it on one of my shelves from here.
Did Andy get it? I don't think anyone
Andy.
actually said it. I think people
Yeah,
were
no one
laughing.
actually said.
and then-
Everyone was laughing, and the Andy actually did it.
Yeah. So we're gonna play score 10 goals.
Oh, hockey. Okay, if it's gonna be a
You can pick
sports
anything you
game,
want.
okay, but then again, I don't really like follow
And in
hockey
my
much
opinion,
either.
The best part of this game is actually just
The one
skating
sport
ball
you'd
and
expect
ice
me
hockey.
to be more knowledgeable about because I'm
That's a hot
from
take.
Canada, but I'm not even like super into hockey.
I mean, ladies and
I know
this
even
is
less
awesome.
about
Like,
football.
I'm pogging
Whatever I
right now.
learned about football
Yeah,
was
it's
just
really great.
I only basically learned stuff about
fights are
football
better on
recently
this. The
because
game
of
is
Big
better.
20 number 18, the
The
Tecmo
fights
Super
are
Bowl.
definitely better on this. So. I don't remember if I even scored a goal the last time I tried this.
Okay, then again, I've maybe played
Let's
one or
shoot,
two
it's a
hockey
game
games
or
back
game.
in the day, and I'd also do remember having fun just
Oh, it's
making the
it's
characters
definitely-
fight each other. Sometimes even more so than actually just trying to score goals, just
That almost went in.
punching out the other guy, or getting punched out if I don't know. I don't know how to fight.
You're never gonna score on
No, I'm not.
Shesterkin, dude.
You know what? Let's just get in a fight. Okay. Dang it, I can't even get in a fight, dude. It's just that kind of night for me.
Bobrovsky.
I'm trying to like watch the arrow and also score, and it's not easy. So I think the speed run's like really. I think it's like 4 minutes. So this is
You're on pace.
yeah. I'm still on pace. I'm just
Score
I don't
10
wanna break the
goals.
record here in the demo. Did I
Man,
pick
who posts this
professional
guy?
or did I pick junior here?
I mean, I think you picked junior.
They-
So I'm guessing there's like
I was the blue
I'm
team.
asking myself if there's any strategy in
Dark
this,
blue
but
team.
I should know. Maybe I've
Yeah,
also
it's
seen like
when
a
we-
couple of hockey games
recently
here and
in-
there,
at
and
ESA, Cool Kids, Sin,
yeah, the team
I,
has to work together,
Lucha
just
TFX
come up with a
played
sequence of
NHL
plays sometimes to
94,
just
10-goal category.
keep the goalie
at
off
one
guard so they
point,
can
we were
score.
like, maybe we just let the opponent score 10 goals.
Yeah, so the goal here is you have to score 10 goals. It's not just
Yeah, that, and to also
It
just
has to
avoid
say-
the
it has to say
opposing team
10
who's trying to take the puck
unscored.
from you and score on your
There
goalie.
you go.
Hey, let's go.
We've done it. 1-1.
Little brass bonanza.
So the 10 has to be on the left, not on the right. So you have to have the 10 goals. In this category, it's outlined in the goals document, but the timing is slightly different from SRC, just because we want to confirm that you got 10 goals before you move on to the next goal. And the scoreboard will show that. Nobody saw that. So yeah, that was that was a voted game, right? Wasn't that the voted game?
That was a voted game. Yes.
Yeah. All right, number 13. Did you realize we made it number 13?
I did.
Ah, nice. Okay.
But like once it was set, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, here you go. It takes a while.
Yes, Andy.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh. The hottest game on Twitch.tv. Ghoul School. I've watched
I've
an indie
never
here.
seen
Let's
this
see what
one.
happens.
yeah, do it. I believe.
Why isn't
in
he
you.
jumping?
Can't
You
jump in this
watched Andy
game.
well.
Oh, you can
I-
jump.
Yeah, he doesn't jump. All I watch is oh, there you go. All I watch is him run up, and then you get a boost here. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Look, he's jumping.
Oh, your damage. Do you want to
Yeah,
damage
so
boost
yeah,
through all the
it was-
enemies?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah. So we're doing at 80%, and yeah, as Lack mentioned, like
A whole other
it's kind
like
of
any
naturally
percent.
just like got its way into the list. It's just a hot game on the old Twitch.tv right now, and it's a fun game. There's a lot of runs. This is, I think, by the end of this Big 20, this is going to be a PP game if it's not already. There's a lot of, it's a fun game, pretty quick. There's cool tricks, like you can make it as difficult or as easy as you want. There's like
Let's
a
actually
glitch
make the
to
screen a bit
take
bigger.
more damage. There's like some frame perfect things. There's some zips. This game has everything. And if you can't tell, the aliens kind of look a little bit like, what was it, Bart versus the Space Mutants? But just this game's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. But
I mean, I would have
and the
recognized it if
songs
it
are
was
better.
because I was there for big. I was
Yeah,
there
always
for number
heard the song,
18.
and I didn't know exactly where it came from. So another short run. And this is world records 4:12 now. Or 13, 4:13. Something.
What are they doing to beat this in like
It's low.
just barely over
It's a
4
short game.
minutes?
So this is a pretty short game here in the US. 4:09. I actually probably got it improved today or yesterday or something. But yeah, it was funny. We were talking about the game, and then we saw people streaming.
What
it.
game
So-
is Mr.
what
PUBG
about-
mixing this up with that was in Big 20
So this
number
was
18, I
a
wonder?
staff Shoshin game.
Because I'm like, yeah, this was definitely not in the previous one.
that's me.
Alright. Alright. Ready for the next one?
I'm ready. I mean, I was excited about Ghoul School being in, and I'm like, I want to tell people, but now you know.
Yeah. Now you know. Now you know. Some people are already practiced. Not me, but some people. Alright. Next game at number 14.
Where is it? Come on. Come on. Okay, well, like, smart.
I swear, if this was Waldo, and I've already played it, but I can't remember the title screen
I mean,
music
it could
for
have been
it.
Great Waldo search. So,
Could have been.
Oh, I've done this
Yeah,
one!
Where's Waldo? And we are doing easy.
I've done this one very recently.
Another prolific game.
true. It's true. And this is it's a good one. It's a fun one. Again, another quick, submittable goal.
Took me about 4 minutes. The world record is even
and
faster
one
than that.
one that was voted on. The crowd loves the Waldo.
This game is
I see him.
Bad.
Everyone point at your
There it
screen.
is. I
and
see
help
it.
that.
There it is. Okay.
I don't know, I'm
Point at the
looking
screen.
for the Waldo, but I see like what looks like a piece of half-eaten
I'm
meat.
colorblind. I'm actually not colorblind.
The goal for this game is just find them in the cave. No, just kidding. But
Oh really? I was about
Oh,
to
that's so
I was
good.
about to go mess over
Thank
it,
you.
but she already found Waldo.
This game is
The thing that looks like a piece of
80%
meat.
2% doing stuff.
I guess you just randomly press
Oh,
A
there's a
until you
button.
find him and move the cursor around.
if you pick a square that he's not in, so if you see at the top, there's a timer that counts down from 1,000 seconds. If you pick no, it's not 1,000 wait, it starts at 860. So anyway,
Oh, what happened?
when you pick a square that he's not in, it'll like chop some time off the clock. So if you keep just like mashing to pick, you're gonna run out of time.
Yeah, that's probably me. Alright, so I'm beating. This is about.
Yeah,
half
when I
the
realized the
game.
timer doesn't reset between each level. No, you can't really just match your way through the game to beat it.
Is that him? Oh my god. They all look different. It's hard to actually figure out which one it is.
I barely recognize the striped shirt. That's all I
Yeah,
had
Where's
going
Waldo
for it.
was a voted game. And this was in a previous Big 20 as well.
Wait, where's Waldo?
So a lot of
What?
people voted for this game.
That
to
was
overcome
Waldo?
Already being
Waldo was there?
less of a multiplier.
You have big TV.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
I'm
did.
not
I
doing
did.
this.
I did
This
have
is
trouble
the
with this
that
one.
Actually requires skill, I think. Or
I did have some
Yeah,
trouble
it's
with
a
this
set
one.
pattern.
Oh, I thought for a second, wait, this is a decent pattern.
Oh, could I just go like
Yeah.
straight across?
You
or
need the
something?
glasses too, right?
You got the glasses right above you.
But then you have to still get to the
Do you
ending.
need the wizard too?
No, the wizard will do damage to you.
Takes off time. Last I remember.
Damage.
Holy cow.
That was a nice
Literally,
pattern.
if I got that pattern in a run,
Oh,
like I would probably have a PB right.
oh, that is a good
Is this
pattern.
the way out? That's not the way out. You have to go.
Oh, you have to go right.
Yeah, you gotta like go out
Ah,
actually,
well.
like straight out the middle, but whatever.
Oh, you can change it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I knew that. Oh, the wizard's doing damage to me. And a game over. Which I actually didn't know you could do in this game, but there you go.
I knew you
Yeah,
could game over in
mhm.
this.
The first game over in Where's Waldo history.
I've game over like at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that was another voted game.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 times trying to just beat
Pretty
it
cool.
once.
Yeah,
One of the
that's
more
easy,
dangerous games,
so-
actually.
Don't game over. Don't be like Lack.
It's a good life lesson. Just don't be like Lack. You know?
Yeah. Please don't.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Next one up. Number 15.
We'll see if it's anything else I might have played recently.
The music is, or the game has been played. I'm
I
seeing
mean, there's a
some
couple
correct
answers it could be.
I'm
There's
seeing
somewhat
some
correct
close
answers.
answers.
Yeah, but I think looks like Tecolote again, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's who I see first. TMNT2,
Beat Technotroll again?
the arcade game.
Yeah, so you get to pick any turtle you want, and we're only beating the last.
Technodrome.
This is your big test. What turtle are you pick? Oh my god!
Like, just like
Leo.
it was Big Twin at number
James is
17,
not
right?
allowed, must play on the US version.
I
Only stage
think
2.
it was number 17 that also had you. It was the first TMNT
I like-
game,
I
and you had to
like
beat
Toronto.
stages 4 and
The
5.
answer is Donatello. Come on, man.
And yeah, the final boss of
One's in
5
chat for
was
Donatello.
the boss in 5 was
That's
the
what ones,
also
everyone.
the
Everyone
Technodrome.
just do it,
Donatello
whether
got
you
the
believe it
time
or not.
machine.
So I'm probably gonna recognize it by the time I get back there.
He should
Anything
have
cool
his time to
picked?
shine every day.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy,
there is an actual level select code, and this level select code also
the lost
gives you
levels
9 lives.
if you're into like something
and
difficult.
So that code is listed in the goals doc, and you can put that in, and that lets you select level 10, and then from there, you just have to beat the
Nintendo
game.
World
So this is
Championships
the final level in
1990.
the game.
Technically 3
This
games
game
in
had
one.
been in the Big 20 before.
2 which I'm super familiar
Not been
with,
in the
and
Big
then
20
there's
for a
one that I'm
while.
not familiar with at
And
all.
The last goal, I believe, was the first 3 stages.
So yeah,
this
Mario
is
1,
just the
Rad
first
Racer,
stage.
and Tetris.
And it
I've
is
never
a
played
long
Rad
stage.
Racer.
So this-
I've played
it's
Mario
funny,
1.
this goal is, like,
Oh, I've
longer
definitely
than
played
some,
Tetris.
Like, 4 worlds goals in
Yes,
the game.
Physicist, another big 20,
Just in my
is on the horizon.
Yeah.
casual
Yeah,
play.
at least for us.
I've already seen
Yeah, at least
15
for
games on
people
the
that
list so
don't.
far. 15 of the games, like, Big
I
20
did
staff
have a
have
lot of fun
revealed so
playing
far.
it, though. I mean, it was chill. The bosses are cool. You get to like, what's his name? The, like,
A little
Trog
worried I might struggle in the
something,
golf
and,
game
yeah,
because I
not
was
Trog,
never able to
Trag,
figure it
and
out for
then,
Big 20 number 14 in
and
time.
and Shredder. You know, you get the baddies, dude. The big baddies.
Yeah, and so there is a checkpoint in this level if you're worried about 9 lives.
I mean, come on, it's a good game. Trog's a good game. Put it back in.
But if you do game over at the end, you get to continue from after the first
Yes,
one.
about 6 months back.
And you do continue with 9 lives.
Yeah, Big 20 staff
Yeah,
is
if you
trying to
didn't
hold this
Trog
like
in
once
the
every
last-
6
in the previous
months.
Big 20, you can defeat Trog in this game. So, win-win. It's kind of a side-scroller, beat 'em up game. And get used to pushing A, then B very quickly. Probably with Raphael.
Yeah, currently at the moment, yes it is.
I actually played. Didn't I play the J version?
I was not really around for like any
both-
Big
we both
20
played
like
both of them.
before 13, so I wouldn't know if it was like always like that.
But we settled on the US version. Yeah, the other one is A plus B, and hitting it at the same time, I didn't really care for. But that was just me personally. Couldn't do it. So J version is easier. That's exactly why the US version is in. And this was a staff pick.
Yes, this was a staff pick.
Very cool. All right. Next game, number 16. It was a highly voted game.
How long has Big 20 been around? I think at least maybe since 2015, though I'd have to double check when the first one was.
I'm excited for this one.
I think I can do that right now, actually. I was about to type in Yu-Gi-Oh! Big 20. Big Nose! This is a Big Nose game, right?
Reinhardt.
I don't think it's
Corgi.
Big Nose Freaks Out. I think it's...
Correct.
I saw 2 Big Nose games on the list of all... Oh, wait, never mind.
It is Micro Machines.
Okay, that definitely didn't sound like Big Nose Freaks
Game's,
Out.
this
That
game's
one I
fun.
played.
So
This game is, yeah. This game's great. Who should we be? Which character?
Oh, so you really do want to see,
Walter.
like, more
It's always
pressure.
Walter.
Always Walter.
Always
You gotta
So
Walter.
yeah, in
Great
that case,
celebration.
I'd be more or less inclined to continue
And so
if people want to see
We are
it.
going to go to the Cue Ball Circuit. The Cue Ball Circuit is like 7 races in, 6.
Oh, you want to see me
races
beat
in?
the game? I can't make any promises, but I mean, not gonna lie, I do have to
I
try.
think it's 7. But well, I guess there's the monster truck like bonus level too.
Yeah, there's a bonus.
Big
level
20
in there
number
somewhere.
1. So
But we really we were trying to come up with a goal, and we were like,
Okay, I found their
pool table
official
level was the
website.
best one, so we had to get it in. So we
Latest event was the
extended
18th.
goal in this game to get that in.
That's the.
I want to go
classic-
back to like as far as I
classic,
can, back to like
Micro
number
Machines
1.
level. So
Yeah, I also love the breakfast table, just with the Cheerios and waffles and placemats and stuff. It's super fun. And the syrup, you got to go through the syrup. Oh man, oh no.
I want to just
Except for
I
the
found a
one-
link to Big 20 number 1. Okay, so it
Yeah,
was
this is,
Big 20
this
number
is a cool
1.
game.
It
Like,
was
this is-
2015.
You can, like, cut across the Cheerios, and there's certain, or like go out of bounds out of the racetrack, and there's like certain checkpoints you have to hit just to say like.
Oh, in
so
other
you
words,
get
you want me to
back
just cut
if
out
you,
the
like,
failed
go way
attempts,
out.
I guess.
I think you like get. Put
This was the very
somewhere.
first Big 20 list. It was 2015. What the fuck is this? Another World of Warcraft ad? Is this another ad for World of Warcraft? Yeah, it is.
So I would have to read.
Oh, the only ad. We're not getting like multiple back-to-back.
So the goal is to qualify in the cue ball stage. So that means you have to finish in first or second place. If you don't, you have to redo the level. There is an extra life available, I believe, in the bonus stage.
Okay, so Waldo was in the very first
I'm
Big
pretty
20
sure.
as well.
I played with him a ton as a kid.
Interesting. Oh, Contra was full game when it was in the very first Big 20.
That's about it. I mean,
I think that's about it. Yeah.
a game, fun game.
Mega Man 2 was also full game.
Beat the pool
Interesting.
Beat the pool table. All right.
One Big
game,
20 I
my
participated in. We
person
got like
is,
only the Wily stages for Mega Man 2, and then for the Japanese version,
trying to get
on its
some
next
kind of
appearance
racing
I was
game.
around for, it was only like the
You
A
can't
Robot
have a race
Masters.
without a racing game, right?
Yeah, you need something. Even though Rad Racer's in it, it's not called Rad Racer, so didn't count. All right, game number 17.
Okay, for the actual current Big 20 reveal. This is the list that's, well, there's still a good chance I'm going to be taking on this list myself. Still a good chance I'm going to be playing this.
Well,
Our
well,
phase.
well.
One day up. Okay. I've never...
Bucky O'Hare makes its long-awaited return.
It's going to be good, right? Because it's a Konami game. It's a Konami game from back in the day, so it should be good.
It's such
Yeah.
a good game.
Never played it, and actually this was in the first Big 20 I ever played in, which was number 2. But we are not starting here.
Yeah, normally I think a lot of goals that you see in races for this are the 4 planets. Everyone's done the 4 planets, so we're skipping the 4 planets. We're going to start after the planets in the cell, and we're going to beat the game starting at cell. And cell has some really cool platforming and stuff. You
So,
get to kind of like discover
how
all
far
the
in the game
characters
is
one
Cell?
by one again.
I would not even
I
know.
think you start with just Blinky and Bucky. So, but yeah, you know, it's definitely not a free goal, but it's a fun one.
I'm not expecting
Practice
any
it up.
free goals in the first
There's a lot of
place, so
cool
I'm not
things,
offended.
Cool bosses. Kind of this is like half a shoot 'em up game too. You're gonna get some shoot 'em up at the end part of the game, so you got a couple of genres in here. But
Well, don't worry, I get what you mean.
Yeah, this level was so cool that we what's the word? We endured an auto scroller to put this level in because we liked it so much. Because we thought it was really cool to like have to save all the characters and stuff. So apparently you can't get that life, or I'm just not good enough. So Cell, and then is it the magma and the sewer? The sewer is there sewers? There's the sewers and the magma and the reactor and then the escape. I think those are the 4 levels you have to beat. So
Okay, only 4 levels,
I'm
but...
sure somebody in chat can help me out.
Okay, so that's how you get up there.
Watch out for this hole here. There's a hole and you fall through it. It sucks.
no, it'll be fine. There's nothing.
Actually, I shouldn't have said anything and just let everybody do that themselves. But yeah, I think once you know this game, you can go like super fast, and it looks really fun too. So there's some type.
Castlevania, speaking of Konami games, Castlevania is more or less the same deal.
There's There's a lot of variety in this goal, so you get 5 characters to use, so lots of different strategies you can use. Oh, there's spikes up there. So every room you go in is a checkpoint, which is pretty cool. So like, if you die in any room, you just go back to where you were.
You run out of lives
Probably
though,
didn't
right?
wanna put
Or
hard
you
mode
can
in.
run out of lives.
But
I did want hard mode in. Maybe
We
another
did-
day.
we did float at hard mode to start at the beginning, but we decided not to. Hard mode would have been, as we say, hard.
Listen, I'm gonna make an executive decision here.
Yeah,
We
that's
are
all. I
gonna
thought
do
you
a
could run
stream
out of
one
lives.
day for people can do like blind hard mode runs because I would just really enjoy that. So
I have only done 2.5 levels of the hard mode, so I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that one day. Yeah, this is a meaty goal. Lots here, but definitely doable because you get to just, if you die, you can go back to the beginning of that screen. And this was a staff pick. Okay. Now, the final 3 games. What games are in the final 3? Put
No?
your
Not
answer
currently, at
in the
least.
chat. What games haven't been listed and are in the final 3 that will decide
If
the
I'm not
winner of
mistaken,
each
there was a
game?
recommendation
Yeah,
that I
that's a good
should.
point.
Number 19.
game 20, 21, and 22 with Nintendo World Championships.
That's true. We've already hit. We only
Here's
have
your
one.
thing.
I have to
20.
find some headphones
only
lying
actually
around
have
that I
one
can
more
just
game.
go and use.
So if you're counting at home, there were 2 voted games and 1 staff game remaining. Seeing some really good ones in here, but I don't know. Should we just change like the next
Maybe.
game for the one that's mentioned the most?
I'm just wondering if
Maybe.
I'll ever use it for anything
Let's
besides,
just-
well,
you know
yeah,
what?
pressure.
We'll just start over right now and go.
First
First
20
game
games
we
listed.
see. The first game we see. There it is. Qbert beat the game. Snake, rattle, and roll. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. Miracle Piano.
You have Temple of
They-
Dune, the Immortal.
The real. We did talk about this, Songbirder. You say deja vu a second time, but we did actually think. I did actually have that conversation. Like, what if we just put the same game in twice with 2 goals? How insane would that be? It would be funny.
Deja vu.
Yeah, and
Deja
especially deja vu would have been a good one. So, all right, here we go. Game.
Okay,
number
please put
18.
CV3 back in. That's another one I'd want to see back in. Because I barely even have to practice for CV3.
Darn axe.
I don't know. He kind of spelled it wrong.
He did kind of spell it wrong.
Yeah, the card says moose. No, he is correct. It is wizardry.
Is this any good? Because I've never heard of it.
So this was voted in.
Wizardry, but there's a
There was a big
sword?
movement to get this game in.
There's a sword running through the title?
And
Wizards
this
don't wield
is
swords
a
typically, right?
game- This isn't really a ROM hack, but we are going to beat the game. However,
I've never beaten the game.
to make this goal, make any goal in this game even possible, we really had to be creative in what we did. And so with the help of somebody in the community, who shall remain nameless, we were able to come up with something we could do. So the goal is to beat the game. However, there is a Game Genie code applied to this ROM. And the Game Genie code is infinite gold. Excuse me.
I'm
1
not kidding.
trillion gold, not infinite.
That's close enough, right?
And then infinite experience after you fight 1 battle. Okay,
Temple
so
of Cant?
This is a tough one. It was a tough one to kind of work
Did I read that right?
This has the most notes on the page, so I'm just going to read from the goal information sheet here.
Go ahead.
So the game starts when you start, or here, you can't pre-create characters. You have to, the game comes with 6 characters. You do not have to use the characters that are provided. Let me make sure I was showing the game here. So yeah, we wanted to like the speed run of this. Any speed run is super RNG. You basically go down hallways and fight coins until you level up. It's random whether you get the coins. It's random whether you're even able to kill the coins. So we had to do something to like get some kind of consistency. So it comes with 6 pre-loaded characters. You can create more characters if you want. Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go into
Really good names for these characters. Fighter 1, Fighter 2, Cleric 1, Thief 1, Mage 1, and Mage 2.
Flush with cash, so I can go buy stuff. I can buy my gloves and my blade.
That's a what of sleep?
And I can leave, and we'll just leave, and we'll go in.
I didn't even see like all the items that were for sale. Wizardry.
Apparently they come
We're
with
buying swords, shields, and armor.
We ever looked at that? That's fine. That doesn't matter. You have unlimited
Stairs
gold, you
up.
can buy
Take
whatever
them?
you want.
What's my other option? Stare at the fucking wall?
So, in here, you go to beat 1 enemy, 1 encounter, sure. I don't know if this is going to be a good one. I'm actually going to run from this one, because I don't know if I can actually win that one.
I don't know.
Very, very weak.
I haven't seen
Looks like
every
I might
episode.
actually die here. Okay.
I've not
Yeah.
seen all of them, so I wouldn't know.
Scruffy men, people are dying. This is very bad.
Scruffy men? I swear, did I hear that right?
Slimes are killed. Woohoo! We did it.
But why
And
don't you
now we
leave
can
that
go-
chest alone, unless maybe it's a
And
mimic
so
or something?
Here is where the Game Genie code comes into play, and this is where the runner really gets to make a choice. And so if you sleep at the inn, you will level up. If you sleep at the inn again, you will level up. And you can level up
As much as you like.
literally as much as you want with all of your characters. You could go to the bathroom and just with your dodo bird touching the A button over and over again, and come back. And now you can come back to level 500 if you want. So you have infinite level ups for every character.
But do you need that?
And from there, you go beat the game. So there is one restriction. You're not allowed to use the Haman spell to warp the final boss out of the battle, which is what one of the speedruns does. So this
The
is
what
glitchless,
spell?
No Haman, beat the game. Okay? So no ramen spell.
No what spell?
So
Beat the
what happens,
game.
A lot of the routing is going to be like, what minimum level can I go beat the game at? Because every level is going to cost you a number of seconds, right? Like maybe 2 levels cost you a second. And so it's going to be fun to see
2 levels cost you
where,
a second.
Where that line is.
What level do you need
So
typically to
even
beat
if
the
you
final
level- like
boss
when I did
anyways?
this, I leveled up till everyone had 500 hit points.
Over
And I
level
went
so you
into
don't
the
have to
boss,
buy
and it
gear?
wasn't like I was ever really in danger.
How long does it take? How long would it take to
But
buy
you probably
the?
don't have to go that high.
What? I don't even know what gear to
I
buy.
wanted to give this game a goal that was worth doing because it got the votes it got. So yeah, you can save like before, like if this game has saving mechanism, like you go before a battle and you can camp and that will save you, so you can reset the game like while you're playing and get back out and not lose any progress. There is the chance you can game over in this and lose all of your characters. So don't do that. Read up on how to do that. Learn how the game works. Learn what it looks like to game over.
So if you lose all your
And,
characters,
and good luck.
do you not have them on a second attempt
Mallard
of the
is
game?
allowed, yeah, so you can warp to.
Oh, she's hardcore. She's gonna come in clutch with a
you
tutorial
can
for
warp
this.
Down, and
If I had to guess, she's probably
Yeah,
played the game
we'll,
before.
if there's anything we need to change,
Yeah,
we
last
will
I
change.
checked, she has over 2,000
because
speedruns
we
on
can
SRC,
work
so
with,
good chance
with
she's
one
played it
person.
before.
And if there are other things that we didn't consider and have to change this goal or any goals, we are open to doing that. So let's try to get that.
You can reset the NES to cheat death if you do it before the death is
Wizardry.
finalized.
Can you believe it's in
Technically.
Big 20?
Unless that's banned too.
Madness.
Unless like Big 20
Absolute
stops saying
madness.
that's banned.
It is. So yeah, sorry I kind of stole the mic there and gave us a little.
Listen, I was letting you know. The fact that you had to talk so much, like, this is one of those games where I was like, you know what? Just let them figure it out. Like,
Yeah, we gave you the
the canvas.
the canvas you get to paint it. So yeah, and that's Wizardry Proving Grounds. There is a second one that is not in there. So if you have a real cart and you have a Game Genie, I think you could put the code in and it still does the same thing. So we're letting you play with Game Genie. I think the starting characters were level 1. So you do have to actually go in and fight something level 1. And then from there, if you continue at level 1, I don't think that's what you should do.
Me neither.
But we'll leave that up to the routers. Okay. Game number 19. Here we go.
I'm hoping it's something I've played already, but it's probably not going to be. This doesn't sound like anything I recognize.
How can this get any tougher?
Echolote
just
is
did.
just nailing it.
Yeah,
He's
Technolote
like
must
in
be
the
on
room. He's in the room with us.
Yeah, he's like he's got faster internet than everybody.
Oh, another Konami game.
What's this game? Jeep 2010.
Yeah, the Jeepicus game. But yeah, this is so we'll say it. This is a staff-picked game. It is beat the game. It's very fun. It's like a fun, casual and fun speedrun. It does get more difficult as you go, but you know it's
Well,
it's kind of
don't
like a
most
shoot 'em
games do
up where like,
that?
oh, you're gonna gather the power-ups and just you don't want to lose them. I think the last level is scary to a lot of people, but I think with a little bit of practice, I have faith. And I learned literally the other day that there's a safe spot on the last boss, which I've gone my entire life not knowing.
Yeah,
and
there's
so so there's lots of strats. And yeah, it is a lot about lag reduction. You know, trying to like shoot your missile in the right spot so you're killing kind of the most things. You don't want to be necessarily spamming stuff. So, but I think this is a classic. Like, this wasn't voted in, but people like this game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. This hasn't been in since number 3, I believe. Which is kind of hard to believe with a couple of.
I've never even heard of this one.
And that tank just ran you over.
Yeah, you know what? It's a lot harder when you don't have like the cross explosion.
Chasing. They're chasing.
Okay, so you hit a blue tank to turn it brown and then you blow it up.
Here?
Yeah?
Here? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
this is beat the game. Practice up. There's a lot of easy games. This is not an easy game. I would say this is one of the tougher ones you're going to be spending more time on. So get used to this game. Enjoy the riding of the Jeep and blowing stuff up. Super fun.
That's 19.
Here we are. I can't believe we're at the end of the list. We've been waiting so long. I made it through without goofing. I'm very excited. Now if I goof, it's okay. It was on purpose. So number 20. What is game number 20?
That can't be a real NES game. Bubble Bath
don't
Babes,
think they're
that
gonna
can't
get
be
it.
real.
I don't think they're going to get it. Are you ready? Are you ready for the party to begin, to
I
officially
guess
begin?
you might as well show them.
All right,
Or
here we
might as well let him hear.
let him in on the secret. Yeah.
It's
Here we
real.
go. Number 20.
It's a real game. But what's game number 20? Okay, what is game number 20 actually? Everyone's saying Battle of Olympus.
It is
Another one I've never heard of.
Olympus, and it is Beat the Game.
And modded somehow. I see the asterisk. Battle of Olympus.
This is gonna be a
Really tough
interesting
one.
Put some time in, and yes, there is the asterisk because a lot of this game in the normal run is like you farm olives for 80 minutes.
We're gonna skip the grind,
the new
right?
kind of the new category that's coming out for this.
I guess yeah, we're gonna skip the whole
is-
grind.
Infinite olives, and
Bad
so
bra.
the bad bra.
Bad bra.
You will be able to go through this game. You won't lose your olives. You can buy stuff. You'll keep your olives, and you get to actually like play through the game without having to do the farming part. And this game is not
Bubble
Easy.
Bath Babes is a
definitely spend some
1991
time on it.
what?
So like, I think last
adult-oriented
and
puzzle
Looking
game
for Shines,
developed
like, we kinda played
and
through
published
this for
in
the first
Asia by
time,
C&E for NES.
and
It's one of 3 adult NES
It was a
games
lot of
unlicensed by Nintendo.
It was a
Well,
lot of fun.
yeah, you think? You think Nintendo would license that?
we definitely enjoyed it.
Released via mail order by
Yeah, we have the Olive Garden
Venetian.
sponsor.
The US licensed version was released in 1991 as Mermaids of Atlantis,
there's a lot of
with all
there's a lot
adult
of different
elements
routes
removed or
that people can probably
obscured.
choose. There's a lot of like secondary items.
And then a
that you might
localized
wanna
version
take,
leaving
might
intact.
wanna
Those contents was released by Hacker
Movie Death and
International in
Stress.
Japan as Soap
take.
Panic.
It'll be a good one though, and it's probably gonna be for a good amount of people on a bit of the longer.
I
run, too.
can't believe that's
So definitely
real.
put some time in. And yeah, this is like Zelda 2 of Zelda 2 was good. Whoa, hot take. Who said that? Who said that?
If someone would have like asked me if Bubble Bath Babes was like a real NES game or was something somebody
Actually,
made
I
up,
screwed up my
I would have been like, okay, somebody had to have made this up.
But yeah, this is Beat the Game, start to finish.
Like how the hell is that? How the hell is the Bubble Bath Babe game real?
You just start in different places. You'll use Death Warps to get back to where you were and stuff. So, I think I'll start right here actually if I die because of the password. Oh no, that's if you click retry. You can click continue. Yeah. So you talk to that guy and you do some other things. I don't really remember exactly where to go, but the later levels in this are so much fun. We just had the best time playing it. We played together in calls and stuff, and we're just really excited to see people learn Battle of Olympus because I had never played this game before, and it just feels like a game that more people should play. It is a lot like Zelda 2, but in other ways it's harder than Zelda 2.
I think the password was MRX24
There's
or
a lot of
something.
tough platforming and unpredictable enemies. And tough bosses too. So really looking for more people to play. There is a speedrun leaderboard for this that you can submit runs to. You can submit runs from this ROM into the Infinite Olives category, and hopefully we'll get some regular any percent runners out of this too.
Infinite
The
Olives.
password to somebody asked in chat about Bucky. The password.
What's
is
the
provided
world
in the
record for
rules
this?
document. So that's it. That's the list. That's it.
I'm just happy it's out. This was a long process.
It sure was.
I think like the voting happened like what 6 weeks ago, so I don't think I could overstate how much time we spend sometimes trying to get through games and goals. But we are happy the list is out. Happy that there's like half of this is like submittable goals, so good to see some extra runs get put on the board. There's some games specifically I want to learn and play. Games I'm going to be maybe not learning, but I'll be watching a lot. So Thumbras, we're using the Infinite Olives. So if you look at the Infinite Olives board, it's a little bit shorter than that, I believe.
Yeah, the world record is 1850, I think.
Yeah, but this is definitely going to be like
This is gonna be a
20
long
something.
game.
Yeah,
20
This is one of
minutes
the-
it's gonna be.
probably one of the longer games that's been in the list for a while.
About
So,
20 minutes.
unless you get really good, if you get really good at this game, like you're going to save a lot of time on other people. So
Yeah, that's about as long as Big 20 goals
Hey,
typically
Paolo,
get.
Good news.
You typically don't go like too far above
We
20
just got a
minutes.
word from a mod on Wizardry that they're going to add the category from this game to the leaderboard.
That didn't take long.
there we go. Another submittable
Another
category.
submittable goal. So that's
Yeah, you guys
that's
did that.
cool. Thanks
Those
for,
guys did that
thanks for doing
fast.
I think that's
A,
really cool.
a mod or a mod? So yeah,
Um,
probably a miscellaneous category, but I think that will really kind of get people to think about this goal.
Listen,
Um,
I played when Lax showed me Vanilla Wizardry, and I was like,
Is there a speedrun board
don't
for
know
Bubble
if we
Bath
can make
Babes?
a realistic goal. And luckily, we were.
Are there speedruns for
wrong
it?
about this one.
I'm gonna look this
It
up.
lets people play the
NES
game,
gameplay.
explore, route, and
Bubble
get
Bobble.
a good taste.
You definitely get a taste of Wizardry. It's not like
Doesn't look like it really. No, it's not really
it's
looking
not
like
the
there
full
are.
experience. If you want the full experience, you could go watch my PB of this game, and I did this category.
Yeah, then
Actually, I did
again,
one
like,
category, so you could use that.
if there's a lot of nudity,
An hour and
like,
20 minutes.
it's
I mean,
not
I
safe
think
to
it was,
necessarily
like, a lot of
stream on
energy,
YouTube
Also, not knowing what the heck I was doing
without censoring some of it. You'd have to, like,
something- and
censor a
when I
bunch of the
did this, I think it
gameplay.
took me, like, 12 minutes.
What does it
and
even
30
look like
seconds when I
anyways?
did this, run.
Yeah, if there's a lot of nudity, it sounds like a game with a lot of nudity in it, so you have to censor a good chunk of it, I think.
Any other questions from us? We can explore. We can explore any of the games before we sign off.
You wanna? Let's go real quick. I wanna start with like the 10.
Yeah, I see some smiley faces covering where the tits would be.
Because I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see what games. I think going from
So-
Lolo, Deja Vu, Adventure Island 2, Rainbow Island, Nightmare on Elm Street,
Match? Okay, so it kind of looks like
Waldo,
Dr. Mario or Tetris in a sense. Well, mainly Dr. Mario, where I have to just match the colored bubbles to, like, get rid of them off the top of the screen.
Wizardry,
Alright, so X-rated Dr. Mario. Nice.
Games that get a chance to shine in it now. So. Yeah, we'll get a ROM pack together. We're gonna hand it out. We're gonna do the typical practice sheets. Make sure if you stream, use the Big 20 tag. We're gonna open up Discord channels as always. Jump in the Discord, talk in all the different channels. Share some strats. We're gonna have the document, pictures of where you start, where you end. You know, it's Big 20 season, and then we will be trying to get tutorials going on stream. We will be trying to do people like practices, especially as the race time goes through. We'll see if maybe we can host some of those races as well. The race is on Saturday, October 5th at 1 p.m. That is Eastern time. You know, whatever that is in your time zone, But October 10th, October
True.
5th.
Maybe we have to wait a few events for Famicom Rampart to
1
come
p.m.
back.
Eastern.
I assume by the time it still comes back, if I'm still actually participating in these,
The length of the practice time is.
I think I'd still probably be like way ahead of the rest of the competition, even if I took
a
like a year and a half, or even if I took a few years break.
Longer list than the last Big 20. Prove us wrong. Let's see what happens.
I doubt they will be able to prove us wrong on shorter, but it's definitely got some difficulty. It felt like there was a good balance of like we did a ton of discussion. I mean, hours and hours of discussion and spreadsheets everywhere. We had one spreadsheet with probably like 15 tabs that we were pulling data from. So it's just a lot, and we went roundabout and eventually got here. We had a whole different list like a week ago. You know, we had like 5 games that we kind of switched in and out maybe a couple weeks ago. So there was.
I guess I'll be signing off for now, and I'll probably just be back live in about like a couple minutes anyways. I won't take a